Is this gonna block it? All right. Y'all see my little curtain waving in the background? Don't fall, baby. Okay. Hey, everybody. It's Nat C. Jones here. We're on Dominating Distractions Part 2. Let's get right into it. Someone told me last time that looking from YouTube to Facebook to YouTube to Facebook was distracting and they didn't feel like they were connected. So I'm trying to do a little bit better today. So today we have YouTube, Facebook. So hopefully that's a little bit better. Distractions. Hey, like I said last time, distractions are going to come to you, daily. Daily. You have to have a daily defense against distractions. What helps is to start your day off with devotion. I'm going to be using a lot of D words because alliterations help you to remember. Start your day off with devotion. Talk to God. As soon as you open your eyes, I promise you, distractions are waiting on you. You can have a plan. When you open your eyes, your phone gonna go off. One of your kids is gonna reach out, start crying. Something's going to be there to distract you. So I'm sharing my notes again with you. Like last time, I told you it would be more organized this time. I was wrong. So you got to get it how I got it. What helps with distractions? Another D word, make a decision. So a decision is different than a choice. Choices have options. A decision literally means to divide, to make a cut. Okay? I'm going to do this. I am not going to do that. There is no multiple choice with a real decision. You have to make a decision about what your priority is going to be. You need divine priority. You need to make a decision that what God has for me is what is my priority. That means the assignment, the instruction that comes along with the assignment, that is my priority. Make that decision. Make the cut and divide what I will do, what I will not do. This helps. It's like setting up boundaries. Like I tell single women all the time in dating, if you don't have deal breakers, if you don't have something that helps you make a decision that this is what I want, this is what I don't want, you're going to waste a lot of time just entertaining people, wasting time that you cannot get back. Make a decision. I do this. I do not do this. Okay? We learned that distraction is a thing that prevents someone from giving full attention to something else. And we talked about how in the kingdom, a distraction is anything that causes you to take your eyes off of God. Now, of course, we're talking about spiritual eyes because we cannot physically see God. So it's just your awareness of God, your connection to God. Anything, any relationship, any ambition that comes to bring distance between you and your awareness and acknowledgement of God is a problem. Okay? Let's talk about the kinds of distractions that come. This is why distractions are so effective. First of all, they're constant. And I had a conversation with somebody who said that the devil was stupid. And I was like, no, he's not stupid. In fact, he's very, very cunning. He's been here way longer than we have. He understands human nature. He's seen somebody like you before. He's tested these tricks out. He knows they work. And sometimes he knows you better than you know your own proclivities. Okay? Sometimes distractions, here's another D word, can be delightful. Think about that. Distractions are something 9.999 times out of 10 that you desire. Because how would it get your attention if you don't desire it? Okay, so the perfect example of this, we've all heard it, so I'm going to use it. It's a little cliche. So let's just say you have a man, a heterosexual man who, of course, is attracted to women. A woman, a beautiful woman, is the perfect distraction for a heterosexual single man, sometimes a married man. And I heard someone say back in the day, I think it was my grandma that said, the devil will send her in a black dress. If the black dress doesn't work, he'll send her back by in a red dress. And it just causes his eyes to move from where he was looking to the distraction, because it was something that he desired deep down inside. So this means that you need to know what you really desire. Be honest with yourself. I was having a conversation with somebody I love very much about her dating priorities. Okay, so we made a list. Okay, so she real holy and saved. So she was like, I want a man of God. I want this. I want that. And all the list sounded really holy and it sounded really good. But then after the conversation, I was like, but the men that you're entertaining don't reflect this list. So is that what you really desire? Or are you just giving me a pageant answer? I want to, I would like to end world hunger. What do you really want? I'm telling you right now, sometimes what we really want hides from us, and the enemy has studied you and he knows what you want. For instance, forgive my snorting. Y'all know I got allergies. You may not know that you like to argue. You may say, I don't like conflict. I don't need no mess around me. I don't want any drama. But for some reason, you cannot resist the opportunity to get somebody told, I got to give her a piece of my mind. If I was the enemy and I knew that this person liked to get the last word, this person likes to argue, I'm going to send you somebody to argue with every day. Every single day, somebody is going to get on your nerves so that you can get reared up, get ready to tell them about themselves, waste a good 2 hours of your time. Now you're frustrated. Now you're tired. I've taken a whole day from you, away from your assignment, because I just had to let her know how I felt about some things. And it felt good. It was delightful to you because you thought that's not what you desired. Desires aren't always hidden. Desires aren't always in plain sight. Sometimes they're hidden. So identify your desire. Talk to God and say, God, show me my heart. What am I really like? Like what do I really care about? What do I really value? I was talking to a friend that said she was spending some time with God, and she said, Lord, I want to be as close to you as I can be. And she said he spoke to her and said, you are as close to me as you want to be. I hear what you're saying, but you have what you desire, because I'm not withholding anything from you. So the closeness, the proximity that you have to God, that's the proximity you want. So you can say all day, oh, I want to be closer. If you wanted to be closer, your actions will reflect that. Your desires can be hidden. It's really important to be real with yourself. Be real with other people, but be real with yourself first. Be real with God. When you talk to him, be real with him. Don't come to him with all the these and thous. Be honest with him. God, show me, this is what I'm struggling with. Show me what I really want. This is what I think I want. Is that what I'm putting out there? Am I hiding something from myself? So sometimes distractions look delightful. So a good example of that, we talked about Peter yesterday. He got distracted with the winds and the waves, went out and walked on the water because he said he wanted to, got distracted, started to sink. Okay, well, let's talk about Peter again, because he's my favorite disciple, because I understand his nature. Peter, Jesus was talking to the disciples. Hey, I'm getting ready to die on the cross. This is the plan. This has been the plan this whole time. I'm going to die. This is the will of God. Peter says, no, I don't want that to happen. Not you. We can't have that. Jesus' response to that was, get thee behind me, Satan. So to the untrained eye, it just looked like Peter was trying to express how much he loved Jesus. I don't want you to be hurt. But it was a distraction. It was a delightful distraction. It was touching on one level. On another level, the real level, Jesus is like, I have an assignment. And what you just said is trying to move me away from my assignment. So no, you're trying to distract me from what I'm here to do. Get thee behind me, devil. Get thee behind me, distraction. It was a delightful distraction. If I was there, I'd be like, that's sweet, Peter. I understand why you don't want your friend to die. Jesus is like, no, it ain't sweet. You're trying to distract me from what I have been assigned to do. Okay? All right, let's move on through these notes. We talked about Jesus being focused on his mission. Oh, this is what I want to tell y'all too. So for you creatives, pay attention, creatives. Oh, Yvonne Nicole is watching. As soon as I said creatives, I saw Yvonne Nicole. Nikki is like the consummate creative. She is just like, I don't know which side of the brain is the creative side. I think it's the right side. Whatever side that of the brain creativity comes from, that side of her brain is dominant. She's super creative. I have a friend named Nicole Hawkins that's super creative. Will Morris, super creative. This is the challenge for creative people. Hey, boo. Creative people are always distracted by their ideas. Always, always, always. As a creative myself, this is something I had to be intentional. I don't know why you put that $ too. Get the money now. I attract $signs. They got Ty $. Call me Nat $. I like $signs. But your own gift can be a distraction. Creativity is a gift. Okay, we get creativity from God, but God is crazy creative, but he's crazy focused. Most of us who are creative, we struggle with being focused because our minds are just like pumping out ideas all the time. And then we see an idea, then our eye goes there, another idea, and our eye goes there. And it's really challenging for creative people to focus, to not be distracted. So sometimes you can be distracted by your own gift, your own ideas. Okay? I'm working on a workshop specifically for creatives, and it's called Hold Your Horses. And because I view ideas as horses. So every idea you have is like another horse. If you imagine you got a chariot and you got all these horses. Some people honestly are not that creative. It's only one thing they want to do. It's only one thing they know how to do. And it's real simple for them. I envy those people because it's like it seems like they're never distracted. People who are constantly coming up with ideas have to figure out how to control all these horses. Imagine being on the chariot and you got 20 horses and they're all running in different directions. Your straps are moving, they tangling up. You're not going nowhere. You sweating, you musty, but you ain't going nowhere. You right in place. And these horses are all over the place. So it's about holding your horses, getting them aligned. What idea needs to come first? What second? What third? What needs to just be unstrapped, period? Because it was just a stupid idea. Just because it's the idea doesn't mean it needs to happen. So I'm going to stay tuned for that. I'm working on that. Again, that's another idea I have. But your gift can be a distraction. Why is that important? Because never put the gift above the giver. No matter what gift you have, if it's not in the hand of the giver, God, I know you gave me this gift. I need you to help me manage this. I'm not just going to say, thank you for my gift, God. I got it from here. You're going to have them horses tangled up. Keep the giver above the gift. Don't be distracted, not even by your own gifts. We can sometimes put our gifts on the throne. Man, the solution is really to just have a daily walk with God, conversations. Let him download wisdom to you. In all that I get and get an understanding. That's my favorite scripture. Don't lean to your own understanding, not even if you're super, super talented, because the enemy will use your desire to express your gift as a distraction. Oh my gosh, I told you, he has an endless supply of distractions and he's shooting them at us every day. Why? He has to stop you from doing what God called you to do. He's so good at this. And he does it in stealth mode. You don't even know he's doing it. You just look up, 7 years have passed. You ain't done nothing you were supposed to do. This is my personal testimony. I had a delightful distraction, okay? I already talked to the creatives. This is for the helpers. You helpers out there, you people that's like, hey, I just want to help. Whatever I can do to help people, I just want to help. Now, we know some people have the gift of helps. Then some people just like to help because they like people to depend on them. They like the way it makes them feel that people need them. Let's be real. Stay with me. Okay? I was one of those people. I like the way it felt. I had the Oprah syndrome. I wanted to be like, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. but I didn't have no cards to give away. But I was giving away other stuff I had because it made me feel good about myself to be helping people. What's the word? Codependent? Is it codependent? Where you just need people to need you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, no, no. No, no, no. Sometimes you help us really trying to help yourself. Let's be real. It makes me feel good when I help somebody. That means I had something they needed, right? The enemy can use your desire to be needed as a distraction. I remember when God told me to start Click, my nonprofit. He dropped that in my spirit. Nikki, you were there. Nikki, I know you're a helper. You were there. I was talking to Nikki. Nikki, you helped me come up with the name Click. We came up with that acronym together, right? And I'm like, I'm going to do this. Yes, Lord. Baby, as soon as that got out in the atmosphere, the enemy was like, send her all kind of people that need her help because she can't say no. She will not say no to them. I remember when I asked Yvonne to help me with something, I could tell she was setting a boundary with me. And she was like, Nat, I can't do this. And I was like, what you mean? We helpers. We don't say no to people. She was like, Nat, I can't do it. And I respected her so much after that conversation because I knew she was setting a boundary because she had been giving too much. And you got to start with somebody. So I got to say no to somebody. Nat, you the one today. I got to tell you no. And I was like, okay. But that gave me the power. It inspired me to say, okay, I need to set boundaries as well. The enemy will send you people that you think need your help, but they don't really need your help. They are there to suck the time out of your day so that you will not accomplish anything that day for God. I'm telling you, and it seems so sweet. I feel like such a good person. I've been helping people all day. I'm such a good person. No, you're not. You're an unproductive person. Did y'all see that movie, Book of Eli? I freaking love that movie. First of all, we love Denzel, don't we? And don't we? Okay, we know why we love Denzel. Secondly, the script was just dope. So if you haven't seen the movie, this man that Denzel played had an assignment. He was supposed to stay on track. He's going to do what he's supposed to do. On his path, he comes across this woman. She's falling down. She's skidding her knee. It's like a little shopping cart with stuff spilled out. Can you help me? I really need your help. You know, the damsel in distress. You know how y'all men love a damsel in distress, right? So he's like, I'll help you, right? He goes to help her. It's a trap. It's a trap. All these men come out of nowhere. They were using this woman as bait. They used his desire to help someone to trap him. The enemy is just like that. Everybody that's asking you for help is not sent from God. Hello? Hello? Everybody that's asking you for help is not sent from God. You all don't have the Good Samaritan anointing. Hello? Did you hear me? Some people asking you for help are sent to be a distraction. Woo! Y'all not gonna like that one because y'all just want to help everybody. I want you to be delivered from helpitis. Some of you got helpitis. Some of you help people that don't even ask for help. And it's like, will you go do what God told you to do? Why are you over here? So what happened was the enemy started sending all kind of people. The stuff they were asking me to do were things that I like to do. I would do things for them. And then I started noticing there was no fruit. Can you help me with this logo? I used to be a designer. Can you design this for me? Can you do this for me? And I look and I do all this work and then I turn around. They haven't done anything with it. And I was like, am I working on stuff that's producing no fruit? What is the point of that? God had to visit me and said, I told you to do this. They told you to do that. Do you realize that you just made a decision? You took me off the throne and you put them on the throne. God, I know you told me to do this, but hold on, because I need to help somebody real quick. I didn't tell you to help them. I told you to do this. Lord, help us, deliver us from helpitis. Help, pray for wisdom, and all that get an understanding. Wisdom is the principal thing. Pray for wisdom every day. God, show me who you really send to help me and who is being sent as a distraction, because I can't tell the difference between the two because they come at me the same way with the same tears, with the same sob story. And I want to be a good person. I feel like a bad person when I don't help. You know that's you. I'm not even going to look at the camera. You know that's you. All right. So that's one way. Distractions sometimes come from something we desire, desiring to help people, desiring to express our gifts as creatives, desiring, did I say that? Desiring to get people told. Did I say that? If I didn't say it, let me say it again. Maybe somebody needs to hear this again. Maybe they're on here and they didn't hear me before. I have a friend, and I explained this to her. If I want to get you off track, all I have to do is start an argument with you. And you will argue for hours. And your whole day is done. But you say, I don't like drama. I did talk about that earlier. You can be distracted with your own inclination to do things like argue. The enemy, oh, she like to argue. Let me send her a couple people to get on her nerves because I want to knock these days off. And the thing is, distraction, it doesn't always come in a big way. Sometimes it just chips away at your time. I'm going to steal an hour here. I'm going to steal an hour there. Then she going to be tired right here. That whole day is going to checkmate. I'm going to steal an hour here, another hour there. Okay, now she done forgot about it. That's another day. That's a week. Checkmate. The enemy is chipping away at your progress and your time with distractions. It's real slick, y'all. It's not going to come big. That's why you have to pay attention. All right. So what did Jesus do? How did Jesus stay focused? He had a lot of things to be distracted by, but he was so focused. I like to give this example. So my son, Amari, is the most focused toddler I have ever come across in my life. To the point when Neil and I was like, do we need to get his hearing checked? Because his ignoring skills are immaculate, right? When he's focused on a toy or something he wants to do, you can call him. You can try to get his attention. He'd be like, hold on. I'm doing something. He inspired me. I got inspired by a 1-year-old. Jesus was focused like that. Okay, so how did he stay focused? Devotion over distraction. That's another D word. What does the Bible say? Devotion is about love. When you love something, you're devoted to it. Okay? So what does the Bible say about love? If you love me, keep my commandments. We've heard that scripture before. If you love me, keep my commandments. Well, what commandments are you talking about? I'll tell you what we're talking about. Love God with everything and love your neighbor as yourself. Somewhere in that Bible, I'll get the scripture to y'all later because I really didn't prepare for this video. But he narrowed the commandments down to those two. Love God with everything, your heart, soul, mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. If we really love God with everything, it's going to be easy to focus on him because when you love something, your attention goes where you love, right? So we can say with our mouth what we love, but our actions show what we really love. You focus on what you love. So let's identify some distractions in our lives. So I mentioned some. I need y'all to type in the comments, the few of you that are here. What is the Spirit dropping on you? What are your distractions? Ask God right now, what have I been distracted by? And be honest. I told you, I'm distracted by my own ambitions. I've been distracted by my own ideas. I've been, all the examples I shared today was probably about me. I can get distracted with confrontation because I enjoy confrontation from time to time. Okay? I want to take on, people say, I got time today. I got time to deal with you today. No, you don't. You ain't got time to deal with nobody about something that they want to do. Let them do it. You go do what God told you to do. You being distracted. We need like a sign. You know how they have baseball signs and they do this? We need a sign to help each other in the kingdom when somebody's being distracted. Like, hey, don't worry about that. This is sucking your energy. Let's get back to the task at hand. You know what also helps with distractions? Dynamic duos. Dynamic duos. Having a partner, an accountability partner that you can say, listen, this is what I believe my assignment is. This is when it was given to me. This is how much time has passed. I have not done anything with it. I'm going to be real with you. Or I've done a little bit and I stopped. I need an accountability partner to help me. Maintaining relationships. Thank you. That can be a distraction. Maintaining relationships. We could put relationships on that throne. We make people so important. We put so much energy into it. Sometimes more energy than they're putting into it. Thank you. Maintaining relationships can be a distraction. I remember when I was single, I was dating somebody that I know fear as a distraction. Hey, Manny Freezy for Sheezy, believe me, baby. Hey, Manny. Fear is a distraction. Okay, distracted by trying to help others fix their problem. That's a big one. Listen, you got to ask God to deliver you from helpitis. We talked about that. Helpitis is an issue. I was dating when I was single, and I was dating somebody I was not supposed to be with. I know for a fact that the devil sent this man to me because he knew what I was attracted to and what I liked. And I was like, I'm just going to play with the devil a little bit because I like this. I ain't going to go too far. You know, I always leave my little side door I can slide out of, or so we think, right? I remember the moment when I was basically telling this man, I have to do what God is telling me to do. I can't be in this relationship with you. His next statement was, what about me? And when he said, what about me? I knew for a fact that the enemy had sent this man. I knew it because it's like, if I'm telling you I'm trying to do something for God, why are you talking about you? Right? But I still played around with it for a little while because I had an issue. I had a problem. I was distracted by him. Lord, y'all be trying to be appropriate sometimes. Y'all know I'm not professional. Anyway, you can get distracted by relationships. Yes, that's true. So identify some distractions. So I heard fear. I heard relationships. I heard trying to help. Boop, is that Manny from FAMU? Yes, that's Manny from FAMU. Yes, Manny Freezy. Yes. So we talked about before. Listen, if you haven't watched it, please go to Netflix and watch Social Dilemma. And you will see that your attention is for sale. It's literally a commodity. And like I said before, Zuckerberg didn't make Facebook just because he want to be friends with all us. He's making money off of selling our attention to the highest bidder. It's brilliant, You can be distracted with the details. So we talk to the creatives, we talk to the hotheads, we talk to the helpers with helpitis. Now let's talk to you perfectionists, you detail-oriented OCD mofos that just can't let it go. I got to get it just right before I move forward. Let me tell you a secret. The enemy will distract you with your desire for things to be perfect. I need it to be perfect. Did that hit you, Kristen? I see the face. I see this. Kristen did this. All the people I love are on here. I love all y'all. Kristen, Nikki, Manny. Oh my gosh. I should have done live a long time ago. Oh yeah, baby. That hit you too. Okay. Yep. Distractions. I know so many people. I know people who have, I'm going to name a bunch of itises. Certificatitis, right? Certificatitis is when you refuse to do anything without getting a certificate for it. There are of us who are addicted to courses and education and certificates and degrees. I need to get one more certificate. I need to get one more training and then I'll be ready. Hey, go do what God told you to do. Ain't nobody tell you to get 100 certificates first. Then the certificate gets the glory and not God. See how that works? You can be distracted with the details. You can be distracted with perfectionism. Oh my gosh, you could be ready to move and all of a sudden it'll hit you. I'm not ready. I need to do one more thing to be ready. That is a trick. You have a window of opportunity to get something done. Time is not going to wait for you. The enemy's job is to distract you, to deter you so that you miss that window of opportunity. And when you turn around, it's closed and it may not come back. Or if it comes back, it may be another 10 years. then are you relevant anymore? I really don't want y'all to be tricked. I don't want us to be tricked anymore. This happens a lot in the church. And it's really based in fear. When we procrastinate, it's because, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm digging them out. My eyelashes are really nappy. And sometimes they just decide they're going to go this way and they stab me in my eye and it really hurts. But I don't want you to be tricked into wasting time. I want your eyes to be open to see what he has been doing to you this whole time. I want you to see how he has wasted your time. I want God to remove the scale from your eyes. You can see the people that he's used. You can see the situations that he's used. You can see your own proclivities that he's used to keep you back, to literally hold you back to what God has for you. Yeah. If you were a train and your mission is the tracks and God is trying to get you somewhere, distractions are a derailment. He's trying to get you off track. Why? We talked about this the last time. Why is the enemy so gun-ho about distracting little old you and little old me from doing our little old assignment? Because it's not little. It's not as little as you think it is. Sometimes the enemy sees our greatness better than we do. You ever felt like that? Like, why is he attacking me? I'm not even doing nothing. Because he don't want you to get started doing it. Or maybe you've done more than you thought. Your prayers could be doing something. So we're observing things in the physical realm, right? But there's a spiritual realm that we can't see with our physical eyes. And in that spirit realm, your thoughts are power, your prayers are power, your obedience. Like I said last time, your obedience is like a nuclear bomb in the enemy's camp. He does not want you to obey. He does not want you to be on assignment. His number one goal is to distract you because he can't put his hands on you. So all he can do is distract you. Hey, we need to be wise to this. We need to know what's going on. Distractions are, here's another D word, distractions are disarming. They're designed to disarm you, to take your power away from you. First of all, some of us don't even know we have power. Let's start there. So it's very easy to take away power you don't even know you have. Secondly, if I can distract you from it, I have now disarmed you. Wow. What is he disarming us with? What is he disarming us for? I'm disarming you. I'm taking away your power to obey. Obedience to God and submission to God's will is a power, period. Of course, the world's going to tell you that's not the case, but we know what that's about. Our power is found in the will of God, doing what he assigned us and created us to do. Getting us out of that powerful space, it disarms us. It's like kryptonite to Superman. Disobedience, right? Your purpose delivers blows to the enemy. Your obedience looks like a violent attack from the enemy's perspective. Your obedience is very, very aggressive spiritually. We've heard things like, what is it called? Passive, what did Martin Luther King and Gandhi call it? Civil disobedience, right? Where it looks like you're doing nothing. You're just sitting here. You're not fighting. You're not arguing. But it's really shaking things up. It's very powerful. When you're in the kingdom, you have to have the ability to have spiritual awareness. What things look like is really not what it is. I heard a testimony. Oh, this blew me away, y'all. It was a man who was a witch. And he was assigned to this one particular college to do like witchcraft there to get people off track, whatever, what have you. And there was this little group, this little Bible study group that was meeting up. And it was this little girl, young girl, she probably like a freshman, that was like getting people together to praise God, to learn about God. And he was sent on assignment to shut it down. He said he saw her, and I'm sure I'm butchering this story. He said he saw her in the courtyard, and he decided that he was going to curse her, right? But it was like in the spirit, he could sense that her presence was so strong that he couldn't do it. He said his job was to make her angry. If he could make her angry, he could initiate the curse, because that's a point of contact. If I can get you angry, I can get in there, right? But she wasn't distracted. Whatever it was that he was saying to her to make her angry was not working. And he was getting frustrated. And then it's like God allowed him to see what was happening in the spirit. He said every step that she took towards him, it felt like an earthquake, because he said in the spirit she was heavy. Woo! How many of y'all want to be heavy in the spirit? He said every step that she took towards him, it was like an earthquake. All his plans fell to the ground. This was a little 100-pound girl soaking wet. Physically, she was not powerful, but in the spirit, he said, I was shaken up. God allowed me to see she got some weight on her in the spirit. You're not going to be able to distract her. Listen, man, we get so distracted with the physical. We want to get fit, right? We got to work out. Want to work out, want to get toned. We want to do the BBLs. We want to look good. But what we look like in the spirit? Well, how much do you weigh in the spirit? That man said she had the ground cracking in the spirit. I said, God, I want to crack some ground in the spirit. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all don't want to hear this, do y'all? That's what really matters. She was not distracted. She was focused. You're not going to make me angry, because I know what you're here to do. And then she turned that whole situation around. That witch ended up getting saved on the spot. You know what she said to him? She said, do you know how much Jesus loves you? He said his armor, that truth, the truth of Christ's love pierced through all that stuff that he had planned to do. She took him down. Talking about, I just shot a man down. She shot that man down in the spirit. Next thing you know, he's in tears. The love of God is so powerful. We want to be used like that. This is part 2, y'all. Distractions are demonic. That's the last D word I'm going to share. They are a tool of the enemy. They're going to come at you nonstop. My prayer is, as I close, and I'm going to do a part 3 and tie all this together. My prayer is that throughout your day, that you would just speak to your Father and say, Lord, help me to identify distractions. Help me to dominate distractions. I know they're coming at me. I know you gave me something to do. I know I haven't been on track. I know I haven't done it. I've been here, there, everywhere. I want to have the focus of a laser. I want to be so focused that no matter what happens, noise, light around me, I am zeroed in to you. That is real power. God can do something with you when you're focused like that. Let me share this with you. There's a formula. Focus, write this down because I like math. I was real good at math back in the day. Focus plus Father plus faith equals fruit and favor. You focus on the Father with faith, you will produce much fruit. You will have much favor. This is what the enemy doesn't want you to have. He doesn't want you to be fruitful. He does not want you to have favor. He wants you to die not having done anything that God has called and created you to do, not having sought and acquired the greatness that God prepared for you. He just wants you to hurry up and die with nothing in your hands spiritually. That's what he wants. What God wants is for you to focus on him, for you to have faith so that he can give you fruit and so that he can favor you. Y'all, I really hope that this blessed you. Please share it. I'm just trying to be obedient. Like I said before, I want the saints to get it done. I want us to be focused. I want us to be on task. I want us to be so sharp that nothing can deter us from what it is that we are supposed to be doing. I love y'all so much. Have a wonderful day. I'm about to go order some Chipotle because I felt that in my spirit as well. Have a wonderful day. God bless y'all. All right, let me push that button. All right. I did that. Let me push that one. Boom.